What if the most powerful man in the world pushes the boundaries of democracy to the breaking point? A recent Pew survey reveals 69% of Americans believe Trump is relying more on executive authority than predecessors, with 49% calling it bad for the country. Are we on the edge of a constitutional crisis? In the wake of Donald Trump's return to the presidency in 2025, public anxiety has surged. According to Pew research in October 2025, 69% of Americans view Trump as depending more on executive powers than past presidents, while a Gallup poll from the same month shows a record 62% believe the federal government already holds too much power. These fears are rooted in Trump's past policies that have caused real hardships, such as the 2018 family separation at the border, which traumatized thousands of immigrant children and families, trade wars with China that raised consumer prices by up to 20% on everyday goods like electronics and clothing, and the mishandling of the COVID-19 pandemic, leading to over 1 million American deaths and widespread economic shutdowns that left millions unemployed. Democrats overwhelmingly express concern, 90% say it's risky, while Republicans trust him more, with only 31% worried about overreach. Beneath the surface lies America's hidden safeguard, the system of checks and balances. The Constitution divides power among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches to prevent anyone from dominating. Yet, with a Republican-controlled Congress and a conservative Supreme Court, critics argue this structure could be eroded if Trump tests its limits through pardons, emergency declarations, or bypassing Congress, echoing past actions like the Muslim travel ban that disrupted lives and businesses, or deregulations that weaken workers' safety protections, leading to increased workplace injuries. Pew data shows 53% feel Trump is worsening federal government operations, hinting at a fragile balance amid these real-world impacts. But here's the twist: while overall fears are high, with 64% saying Trump is going too far in expanding presidential power, the divide is stark. A September 2025 Pew survey reveals 69% of Democrats believe Trump relies more on executive authority than predecessors, viewing it as harmful due to policies like healthcare rollbacks that increased premiums for millions, yet 89% of Republicans see 2025 as better under him despite these hardships. This polarization could either stabilize his power or ignite unprecedented backlash, turning public fear into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, let's analyze 3 possible futures, each more thrilling than the last, building on these real policy impacts. Scenario 1, the worst case, tyranny unleashed. Trump expands executive orders unchecked, leading to mass deportations that tear families apart like in 2018, media crackdowns stifling free speech, and economic turmoil from escalated tariffs causing job losses in manufacturing sectors. Courts fail to intervene, sparking nationwide protests and a constitutional crisis, as feared by 62% in Gallup polls. Scenario 2, the neutral path, balanced tension. Congress pushes back moderately, limiting overreach through bipartisan bills that address immigration without family separations or trade without blanket tariffs. Public fears subside as reforms tackle key issues like healthcare costs without extremes, aligning with the 33% in Pew who see potential benefits despite past hardships. Stability reigns, but unease lingers from lingering effects like higher living costs. 07, Scenario 3, the best case, reform triumph. Trump uses executive power wisely for positive change, like targeted economic boosts that lower tariffs on essentials and international deals that create jobs, winning over skeptics by avoiding past pitfalls like pandemic mismanagement. Checks and balances hold firm, reducing fears to historic lows and uniting the nation, as hoped by his supporters amid improved daily lives. As the shadows of uncertainty loom, remember, in a democracy, vigilance and open dialogue are essential to preserving our shared values and ensuring policies serve all people humanely. All scenarios described are hypothetical, generated by AI for discussion purposes only. The surveys scream caution, let's heed them through informed conversation before it's too late. If this analysis sparks your thoughts, hit like if it resonated, share with friends to spread the discussion, subscribe for more deep dives into politics, and drop a comment below. What's your take on these fears?